Hi, I am going to create one layer. That layer is a shapefile. So create layer, new shapefile layer. File name, I just say my polygon, and geometry type, I say it's a polygon. Nothing else I am changing. And here I say just the name, add to field list. I'm adding one attribute. And I say, okay, no changes whatsoever, just going by default. Just even the file name I wrote my polygon.shape. Okay, so the polygon is created. Now I'll just create one simple shape for this polygon. Okay, so let's say this place name is okay. The idea is just to create one shape. Stop the editing, save it, and save your project. Save. It asks you where you want to save. I don't want to save in documents. I have my own folder where I want to keep all my QGIS related work. So there's my QGIS, and if you want today 01414, and just save it. So it is QGZ file. Save. File is saved. Everything looks okay. Good. Now you know that I created this polygon shape file. I did not tell where to save. But when I was saving a QGIS project, it asked me and I went ahead and saved at a correct location. So let that, now you see that this polygon shapefile which I have created just now, look at the time 1:21, it is going in your documents folder. Whereas I defined the QGIS project to be saved in this folder. So what is going to happen? Now if you are going to share it with your colleagues, this project will not open in your colleague's machine. Why? Because your project is here, document folder is here in your documents, your shapefile is in document folder. What will happen? You are not going to give this file because you don't know. Unknowingly, you have created this file here. So what to do? Two things. Either you can cut and paste this folder, all these files, shape files, and go to your this, and here you create a folder vector data, copy it here, and open this project again from your folder. Just double click, open the QGIS. Take a while. And by the way, this is a big problem for those who are starting new on QGIS, because all the time data is saved in documents folder or in the last folder which they were working, and then you see that when I opened it, it is saying that this folder is missing, this data source is missing. So what to see? I can say auto find. So because I have copied that in my my QGIS work, vector data, my polygon.shape. So it is, you can see that. But if you have not copied properly, you are going to always get an error that data is not saved, or you are saving it in a different format altogether somewhere else and you don't know where exactly. And while what you are doing is, when you are sharing with your colleagues, you are going to create a, let's say, zip folder of this, zip of this, zip, and you are sharing that. So now when you share this folder to your colleagues, things will work. In previous case, when your file was, project file was in my QGIS work and the shape file was in your documents folder, you zip this folder, your project is never going to open. So the advice is copy all the shape files in a proper location at a vector data, let's say I have created here, and then zip that folder, share with your colleagues. Now I'll create another layer right away just to tell you how to properly create a layer right from beginning. Just allow me to open. So this time I'll just create a, let's say, a line layer. So you see that right now vector data is only have my polygon. So now I'll create my lines, and that is fine. So it is finding auto find, because last time I did not save the project. That's why it is happening. So I saved the project, and now I'm going to switch off this, and I'm going to create a new layer, new shapefile only I'll create, and I say line. But this time I will not write here as it is. I'll go to this ellipsis and give the correct location, because by default it is going to documents, or it may go to your other favorite folder. I cannot say that. In my case, it is the document folder. So I go to my QGIS work, vector data, and now I say my lines and just say save. So now you see that it is going in a proper location. I say this is my line string and say road NO and just add it to this. Okay, fine. I'll just add some straightforward road. Okay, it is asking me. So just say avenue road. Let's say. Okay, you can play around with the symbology and all. So the idea is to show you what exactly happens when you are adding a layer and where you are saving. So just save it one more time. Exit, save. And now you see that my lines also have come up. So now when you are sharing your work, share this entire folder with your colleagues. Share your entire folder with your colleagues. So this is new zip folder it has created, because previously it was there. Okay, so just give it a name. That's all. Okay, now I'm going to explore another scenario wherein you have one layer, camps. It is stored in some other folder, definitely not in your QGIS work vector data folder. You see that only my lines and my polygons are there. That camps layer is stored in d temp cam.shape. You see that in this it is just moving around d temp camps.shapefile, or you can just double click and see in the information where is the path, d temp drive camps.shapefile. So two ways Either you copy that camps.shape file into the myQGIS work vector data folder, or if it is not taking much of you, you can say for camps, export and save feature as. Save feature as, not any other thing, save features as. Other feature I will tell you later. Right now I'm exporting camps to some other feature layer. So right now I'm just picking up the shape files, but I am going to define the location. So that has to be in my QGIS work, vector data, and here I say camps. Let all other things remains as it is, no change. You save it. So now you have, go to the folder my QGIS work. You see that camps folder also. Camps layer has come. It has couple of shapefile has couple of other associated files which need to be there. So they are there. So you see that when I copied one shapefile, it is coming with 6 more files with you. So every file is important. You can't mess around with. Now you see that you have two layers. So one, if you just hover around, it will tell you the location, D myQGIS work vector data, whereas other when you hover around, it is D temp. What you can do is you can just remove that layer so that you are not linking it to some other location where your files are. So let everything be in your folder which you are working in. So in my case right now, it is my QGIS work, everything, all the data, all the 3 layers which I have created, they are there, and the project file is there, everything is here. So advantage is, again, the sharing. When I am sharing with my colleagues, everything goes in a zip file which I create while sharing. So I just create my old instance zip file and just create send to compress zip, and then you share this file. That's all. Thank you.